Welcome to the Game Room in 2025. We've had some big changes down here since the last time I made this video, so I thought I'd bring you along with me as we go about the Game Room and point out some of the cool things, some of the changes, both big and small, and what we're doing to make sure we can keep enjoying this space. The purpose of the Game Room is always to have a good time with family and friends in a comfortable setting while relaxing and enjoying some of these old games, these classic games, and some of the newer stuff down here. It's always been the purpose, and it's been a lot of fun doing that, especially with all the memories that a lot of people have created. In order to do that, though, the Game Room is always in a constant state of evolution and change. You can see down here, at least if you watch the channel or are familiar with my social media work, that things have changed already a whole lot. There's been a lot of additions in the past year, so without further ado, let's just get into it, tour the Game Room, see what's changed, what's new, and what's improved. We'll start over here in Nintendo Land, as I call it. We have all of our boxes up here from our systems. Up top, we have our Funko Pops, adorable little guys. We have our Virtual Boy, which is a new addition to the Game Room this past year. It's been a lot of fun. Everyone's enjoyed it so far, despite not being a popular system when it came out. Other than that, we still have our normal stuff hooked up to the TV on this side, our Wii U and our Switch. We also have some AV equipment over here, a charging station, but more important, we have a bunch of games, toys, collector's editions, kind of flanked in and out here. We have our Taiko no Tachigen stuff down here, some music games, some collector's editions for the PS4, just a whole lot of stuff mixed in with some Switch games and some Wii U games. Now, the other thing we do over here is we really don't have a lot of games on display. Instead, we have them all in these bins. So if you open a bin up, you're going to see whatever games I have for that system. This one here happens to be the Switch. So that's this area over here. It's looking great. The biggest change over here has to be the Virtual Boy. The center of the attention over here has to be our large OLED TV over here, something I wanted for years, and I was happy to finally have one in the Game Room. The color, the picture, absolutely drop dead gorgeous on it. One of the best things I ever bought. No regrets at all spending that much money on a TV, but it is the best investment I made for the Game Room. Aside from that, down here in our entertainment center, V switches, including the Philips Hue switch that I need for my lights and back. Got a Japanese PlayStation 1 down there for DDR, some speakers. Our PS5 is the only system that's actually in the entertainment center down here. Then on the side, we just have some strategy guides and some artwork, art books down over here from games, everything else throughout the years, just sitting right over there, including an Earthbound strategy guide. Some of the stuff that's going to be harder to see are really important modded systems. We have our modded N64 over here for HDMI. We have our modded Dreamcast back here, the most important system for HDMI as well. You really can't see it though because I have all these wireless controllers blocking the way. And we also have our Xbox over here, which I haven't played for a long time. In fact, I had AV issues with the system down here, and it wasn't really working, and it didn't look good, so I just unplugged it, and I haven't noticed since. So, unfortunately, I used to love the Xbox brand, haven't really cared for it much, and at this point, I don't think Microsoft does either. Aside from that, we have AV equipment, controller chargers, more special limited edition games, some of my favorite PlayStation 1 games and Dreamcast games, our VR headset, plus all of our cleaning supplies for it, and all the accessories we need for that VR headset, along with just other stuff mixed in here, boxes from systems, boxes from accessories, Genesis 3 boxes hiding back there. There's so much to take in. You really have to go through the whole thing slowly and surely and look and see what's here. Now, I don't have this crazy big collection, but the stuff I do have means a lot to me, and I really enjoy having it down here. It's not that I need it, just fun to have. This retro area over here is probably where the most changes happened in the past year. There have been two big additions, as well as some other smaller changes that have made life a lot better for the retro area. Let's start over here, though, with our Sony LCD. My $29 Goodwill find of a Sony LCD TV, this was a top-of-the-line LCD back in the day, which is why it looks so good for things like PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. It would have been the best TV, probably, not the best, but pretty close to the best TV money could buy. Very, very expensive TV. Lots of inputs, lots of stuff going on with it that make it ideal for gaming, especially what I would call not quite retro, but it should be retro gaming. So this TV here has our PS3, which is backwards compatible hookup to it. That's PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 all in one. It also has our 360, which lives over there, but actually is hooked up to this TV. The wireless controllers make things so easy to hook up and maintain down here, especially when it comes to running wires. I don't have to worry about the system being right under the TV. That's about all for this TV over here, but the big event is going to be our brand new Sony 32-inch Vega that one of my friends picked up for me. He was doing a job at someone's house. He thought I'd be interested in that. He's absolutely correct, and here we are. Thank God he helped me haul it down because it is a beast. This looks fantastic. It's going to be very hard to tell on camera, but it's a top-of-the-line Sony TV from back in the day with component in. The PlayStation 2 really shines in this. The colors pop. It's super sharp. One of the best gaming experiences I've had for a while. Aside from that, the NES, SNES, Dreamcast, PS1, and all the other systems I have hooked up to it also look just absolutely incredible. It's one of the best additions I've had to the Game Room, and really, Any retro gamer would probably want something like this in their room. Back in the day, it would have been the gold standard for televisions for gaming, and nothing's really changed even so many years later. I'm glad I got to add one to the collection, and I've had a lot of fun with it, especially with the kids, with family, with friends as we get together and play 4-player Double Dash down here. It's awesome. But it's not just games in this TV. The other important thing we do is we have a VCR hooked up to it, and we watch old VHS movies on this TV as a family. We make our kids come down here, and if they want to see a movie, an older movie, we go find it on VHS for like $1, and we watch it on the old TV with popcorn and a nice cozy movie evening. It's one of the most fun things we do as a family, and I really love it. There's something wonderful about the lack of technology involved in VHS and CRTs that makes it so endearing. I'm not sure why I enjoy it, but I think other people do too. Nothing really changed over here when it comes to this Toshiba TV over here, 27-inch CRT with component in. It's become our dedicated system for our Xbox, our Sega Saturn, and our Sega Genesis, and out of that, mainly the Sega Genesis. The kids love it, my wife loves it. Not sure what's wrong with them, but they like the Sega Genesis. So nothing really new over there, but over here, this is where this is the excitement. I was excited after I got a Lightning McQueen TV for a very good price to see how great the picture was on it. That made me want one for my personal collection. Now, a friend of mine brought a Princess TV to school, a CRT there, and that TV looks fantastic as well. Great picture, great sound. The colors are just so vibrant and wonderful. I had to get one for the game room. And I sat and I stared for a long time at the wall thinking, I could fit one more TV over there. And sure enough, I tracked one down. This Tinkerbell Princess TV from Disney is also a DVD player, but it has incredible sound, incredible picture, incredible color, and right now is our home of the TurboGrafx 16, as you can see here, and a Nintendo 64. It is a pleasure to play things on that little screen right there. Despite it being that small, it looks great. This is a complete TV. It's not scratched, dented, broken in any way, shape, or form. It has the original Princess remote and everything. This thing cost me a pretty penny. It was about $175. Now, do I regret that? No, but kind of a little bit. It was a lot of money to spend for an old TV, but it's in great shape, and hopefully it'll serve us for years to come. The kids also love the fact that it has a wand for a remote. Either way, these little CRT TVs, these themed CRT TVs, are fantastic, and if you are a retro gamer, and you can find one for a good price and it works, pick it up. I guarantee you won't regret it. So when it's all said and done, the retro area had the biggest change this year. Princess TV, 32-inch Sony Wega, along with a whole bunch of AV changes that you really can't see here, nor would be fun to look behind because the cabling is an absolute nightmare. As we go about our tour here, let's check out an area that's a kind of unsung hero of the basement, especially for game nights, and that's what we're going to call our bar area under the stairs. It's something special, just a piece of plywood stained and sealed, along with some IKEA legs here, but this thing has saved us so much space down here because we always have a table no matter what. The basement's modular, sure, but this place here would have been wasted dead space if we had not done this with it. So you can see we have our adult beverages on the wall over here. We have a big area to put snacks, drinks, anything else people want to do, pouring stuff. It's wonderful to have this little extra space under the stairs, and we even use that space well by ensuring that we don't waste any. We have our mini fridge here, along with the storage containers for glasses and things to make drinks with. It's so nice to have all this stuff so close by. It's so convenient, and it's a wonderful little unsung hero area back here that without this little space, it would be much more difficult to have as many people as we have over for these game nights. The last area we don't talk about very often is going to be over here in what we call the buffet area / the office / the storage room. Now, if you come over a little bit closer, you'll see there's a bunch of storage stuff over here. There's VHS tapes and gaming stuff and electronics. But the main draw here is this large desk table that I had built. Me and my wife were down here together playing World of Warcraft. We don't do that anymore, but the nice thing is this has become a very modular, useful area. So when we have people over, we take everything off the top of these two tables, and this becomes buffet area. You got the plates and the silverware and the napkins, everything up here. Then all across here, we go and put the food out, snacks, whatever we're serving that evening, and we have outlets here to power crock pots. It's really, really useful. When we're not doing that, it serves as an office for me to work on social media stuff, on YouTube and TikTok and things like that. And I can move all that around so I can try to repair things. I do take some stuff apart. I do make attempts at repairs, not very often, not good at it. But that's what that whole area is for. We can use it however we want when the time calls for what we need. As you can see, we've been a big fan of our Nerf stuff lately, which has made me realize the best choice we made was making all the furniture down here completely modular. We can move anything around down here however we want at any time. We have cushions and pillows and padding that can come out. We can put couches on one side or the other. We can put chairs away. We have so many options when it comes to how we set this room up. We have Nerf fights down here. We can make barricades. We can run around. It's a blast. And it all is because these couches are on sliders. We can move them easily. The tables can go away into storage very quickly. All this stuff can be moved around and arranged however we want. We want to watch a movie over here. We'll take and we'll put both couches in an L shape so we can all sit over here and watch the movie. We have a big event going on over here. We'll take this couch, throw it against the wall, and we'll have all this area for VR where people just hang out and talk. We're playing Samba de Amigo, couch goes all the way back, plenty of space for Samba. We need all the space over here for the Kinect, couch goes all the way over here in an L shape, great. We're all hanging around playing a Jackbox game, take this couch here, L shape, along with the chairs. The possibilities are limitless. And you only can get that if you decide that the furniture should not be married to the place that you put it in. As long as you're willing to move things around, you can have a huge area when you need it. But you can also have a very small, intimate area when you want it. When I talk about modularity, the big thing we need it for is to put tables down here for people to eat. So when a game night happens, it's not just going to be come over and hang out and play some games and here's some snacks. It's going to be, we're going to make a big meal. We're going to make something delicious. We're going to get some really, really good pizzas, something along those lines. And in that case, we need to have tables put out so people can sit down and eat. The nice thing about that is all of our tables are folding tables, collapsible. All of our chairs are folding chairs. So we take all that stuff out, we set it up in a long row here or side by side over here. People are comfortable, they sit down, they eat. Once they're done eating, we put all that stuff away. And then again, the furniture goes where we want and how we want in a way that makes sense for that evening and for what we're doing. It's been great so far. I hope you enjoyed going on this tour with me in our game room down here. Not a ton has changed, but enough has changed down here to warrant another look at it to see just how things have either improved, gotten better, or stayed the same. Personally, I think we're very blessed and lucky to have a space like this for our family and friends to get together and have fun with all these games throughout 30 years of gaming history. I know I love it. I hope the people who have come here and spent an evening in the game room enjoyed it just as much as I do every day. Anyways, we'll see you in the next one.